And we are live. Welcome back to the channel. Bitcoin was just touching 80K, up 4% in the past 7 days. And a lot of altcoins that we spoke about on the channel are doing very well. And we're going to dive into that. We're going to also dive into Asteroid Bros in this live stream. And I appreciate all the support that you guys give on the content. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. But before we dive in, remember, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say on the channel is financial advice, and this is all entertainment purposes only. So, like I said, Bitcoin recently touched 80K. What I'm looking out of Bitcoin personally, I need to see Bitcoin hold above 80K and stay above 80K for me to get super bullish. Remember, a lot of people still expect that we have another leg down into the market. A lot of people expect after we, get up to 80. I did say in my private Discord or in my Discord at the time that I'm looking for 80K Bitcoin, and we actually touched that, right? At the time in the Discord, a lot of people were, it's kind of like 50-50 where the market goes, right? So we need confidence. We need actual like confirmation that we're going to see, a bull trend start, right? But right now we're kind of like on the edge of that. We're like I said, we're 50-50, meaning that, a lot of people think we're going to reject from 80K and then start our leg down to maybe 50K, 40K. A lot of people think that's going to happen next. But for me personally, I'm hoping for, even though hope is not a strategy, I'm looking at a potential break above 80K and for us to hold above 80K. And then maybe we see 85K, maybe 90K, maybe even 100K Bitcoin before we see any more major corrections, right? So that is Bitcoin that we're looking at. Ethereum also doing well. If you take a look at Asteroid right now, Asteroid had a nice move today, up 36.62% today. Let me make sure the stream is okay. 1 second. 6.6. Okay, we are good on the stream. So up 36.62%. We talked about this project in the private Discord at 160 mil market cap, right? And it had a nice move, 62% in a bear market, which is great, okay? Typically, moves like that in terrible market conditions like this is fantastic. We also spoke about other altcoins. I recently shared in my Discord group. We talked about it in the private and on Patreon. We also spoke about sport.fun. So I just want to update sport.fun real quick while I'm live, right? We also talked about sport.fun multiple times on the channel. Told people to check it out, and I thought it was a good time to DCA into it around 4.3 cent, and that also had a move. From that 4 cent level, that also had around a 50 to 60% move as well, right? And as you can see from this chart is fantastic. A lot of people aren't paying attention to this, but I'm one of the people that are. And if you were paying attention, you'd be in profits here as well. But going back to Asteroid here, we could see that again, my thesis for Asteroid, if you take a look at my 2 days ago, we spoke about sport.fun, 50 views, and it's making a nice move now, right? We take a look at, my previous live streams here, only one person tuning into the live stream. I had a thesis that this could be a project that could potentially reignite retail interest in the space, because in my Discord, my private Discord, I was saying, retail interest is at a net negative, and nobody's paying attention to the space right now. It's literally retail interest is obsolete. So if you're in this space right now, consider yourself lucky, because retail interest is still at its 2021 lows, right? It's at a net negative right now. And I think, like I said, my thesis was that Asteroid Shiba here is one of the coins that could potentially spark or cause some type of interest back into retail. So like I said, we spoke about it at 116 mil market cap. As you can see now on screen, it's at 171 million market cap. So everyone that paid attention to the channel is in profits now, and we're, like I said, we're just gonna continue to create talk about great opportunities, talk about great projects that could still have potential and make you some gains in these market conditions that we have, right? Because think of it this way: if you're successfully getting gains, even if it's just, it's smaller gains or not the massive moves that you remember, if you're getting gains at all in these market conditions, imagine what happens when we enter into a bull run, right? So you could just go to the previous live streams. They're not that long, where I break down my thesis on Asteroid, etc. And I talked about it in the private Discord. A lot of people are Asteroid bros now. Also, again, all of these projects I talk about are shared on the Patreon first, and that's just the goal here, to continuously provide great content, great opportunities, talk about great projects on the channel. So you see this project is doing extremely well here. Look at this move, right, on the daily chart. Daily chart looks great, looks fantastic. Again, nobody's really paying attention, but that's okay. For the people that are, congrats and props to you. If we take a look at their X account, you see that they're very active. The thesis remains that, well, if you're, say for example, you have an altcoin portfolio, my apologies for that. So say you have an altcoin portfolio of 5 projects, right? You have 3 to 4 great altcoins, or you have 4 projects, you have 3 projects that you hold, right? You have conviction on. You have 3 to 5 projects that you hold. I think you should have at least one meme coin in there. And I think, this is Asteroid Shiba is potentially the fresh, hot, meme coin that is going to be a massive narrative, because it has Elon Musk memetics as well. If you take a look at my channel, take a look at my previous live stream. It's only a 19-minute video. I break it down for you guys. So Liv, a girl called Liv. Let me go to the website. Let me just do a quick run through again of it. 15-year-old design Shiba Inu plush, right? So Liv, here, right here, the image here, Liv Perotto, right here, had a dream for her plush to go into space, to get to Mars, and she reached out. She tried to reach out to SpaceX, Elon, to support her in her dream. So recently, on April 17th, 2026, Elon, community members asked Elon, can Asteroid be SpaceX's official mascot, which is from Liv, right? And Elon Musk replied, okay, which caused it to have a massive move. But like I said, I don't think the move is over yet, right? So a narrative like this in the space is very, once in a generational type of narrative, right? Once in a, you only get narratives like this once every so often, right? So it's at $1.75 trillion, which is going to be SpaceX's IPO launch. So if you want to be like, okay, you see how GME, for example, was like this massive meme stock, and then we had, the likes of Dogecoin and Shiba Inu. If you want to have exposure to SpaceX's IPO as just the little guy, retail investor, someone who doesn't have a ton of money to invest in the market, maybe you only have $1,000 in crypto, which, average person probably only has 1K to 10K in crypto. You're just a typical retail investor. You don't have that much. And, obviously you would love to invest in, SpaceX's IPO, but that's a $1.75 trillion stock, right? Well, guess what? You could get a leverage bet on that trade through Asteroid. That's going, Asteroid is basically a leverage bet on the success of SpaceX, where even the little guy could have a massive win, right? Because of this narrative, right? I'm already seeing speculation that this thing could get to 10 billion, maybe even get to 50 billion market cap like Shiba Inu did in 2021, right? And again, it is a Shiba as well. It is Asteroid Shiba. It's a Shiba. Shiba Inu dogs for some reason have done. They are the best performers in crypto. We saw it with Doge. We saw it with Doge. We saw it with Shiba Inu. We saw it with Dog with Hat. The Dog with Hat meme coin was a Shiba Inu, and we're seeing a lot of people. I'm seeing a lot of people that I respect talk about this project. You can see right here, 24,000 holders here on chain. And again, it's still very early because, some of the bigger memes have 1 million holders, 100K holders, right? So it's still very early for this project. And you see that they're very consistent on X. If you search the ticker Asteroid, you'll see a lot of tweets about this project and how successful it potentially can be in the future. And I see speculation that it could pull a move like Shiba Inu did in 2021. And I wouldn't even be against that. My internet is moving kind of slow here, but I wouldn't be against a move like that. Why? Because I wouldn't be against a move like that because the next bull run, in my opinion, because this bull run was so weak for altcoin investors, and altcoin investors at large pretty much did not have a great bull run for the past 4 to 5 years. If you didn't trade Solana or Solana memes and maybe a little bit of XRP, that was it. That was the bull run. If you didn't trade any of that, you pretty much got wrecked this entire cycle from 2023 to 2024, right? AI coins as well. I forgot AI coins. But you had to, be so on point with selecting winners. So it was a very weak cycle. So I think the next bull run is going to be a great big bull run. I think it's going to be a very good one. And I think Asteroid Shiba is out at the right place at the right time to even surpass Pepe's all-time high. And maybe even Shiba Inu's all-time high, because I think we're going to potentially, maybe we get a move like 2021, a massive crypto explosion like 2021, but even bigger, right? If you look around at the world today, you see AI, robotics, etc. The stock market just absolutely crushing it no matter what. Earnings in the stock market just absolutely going parabolic. So clearly, AI and robotics is not a bubble. I think that sector is gonna go up forever. Like Elon Musk has said in a tweet, he said that we're about to enter a time of abundance that we've never seen before because of AI and robotics. And because of that, our next bull run could be exceptional because of that abundance. The money got to go somewhere. And I think people are going to bring it to crypto, not just stocks, but crypto as well. So if you're tuning into the stream, be sure to like, comment, subscribe as well. Comment down below. So, let's see where we're at. 12 minutes. Okay. So Asteroid, like I said, is in a great spot. We talked about this at 160 mil market cap. We're up. Everyone is up here. And, I'll keep you guys updated. I love doing these live streams here on it because, it gives me nostalgic feels like, what Pepe was doing. It reminds me of how Pepe came out middle of the bear market. Everyone was depressed. Everyone gave up. And then Pepe just went on a massive run. And then all of a sudden, that's when the real bull run really started to kick off, right? In my opinion. So I'm getting that feel here. So I think this thing is going to do very well. And if you are paying attention, even if you just, take profits at 500 mil market cap from here, from our entry, that's around a 5x. A 5x move in a bear market is nothing to scoff at all, right? But I think it goes to maybe $1 billion, maybe 5 billion, maybe 10 billion. Let's go to market cap of one more time because I did that in my previous video to show you guys here. Let's compare it to all the top dog coins, right? Even Dogecoin as well, right? Let's start with Doge, okay? Let's go to Dogecoin first. So to get to Dogecoin's current market cap that Dogecoin is at right now, that's a 98x, which is very possible. Let me not say very possible. 98x to get to Dogecoin's all-time high, which is 17 billion market cap. I think if Pepe got to 10 billion, this narrative is one of the biggest narratives we've seen in crypto. I think we could see 10 billion, maybe 20 billion, like Dogecoin's current market cap right now. I think so, okay? It's not guaranteed. It's, speculation on my part, but I'm saying I've never seen a narrative this massive before. And to get to Dogecoin's all-time high, that's an 88 billion market cap, which puts Asteroid at 21 cents, okay? Might be far-fetched, but you never know. Next, we have SHIB, right? And this is what I'm saying. Shiba Inu. Current Shiba Inu market cap is a 21x, which puts it at 3.6 billion market cap. 21x, I think that's possible. I think so. 3.6 billion, I think that could happen. All-time high for SHIB, 41 billion, 239x. Basically a 10-cent asteroid. I'm saying, guys, if the next bull run is going to be a massive one, why would I rule this out? I would not rule it out, okay? And then we go to Dog with Hat. Dog with Hat. Bonk, Dog with Hat, basically the same market cap. As far as market cap all-time highs, they basically hit the same levels, right? So Dog with Hat's all-time high puts it at a 26x, which puts it at a 1 cent asteroid, which is at 4.5 billion market cap. This narrative is way bigger than Dog with Hat, right? And that got to 5 billion market cap. So I'm saying the possibilities here for upside are there, right? I would not rule them out at all, okay? Would not rule them out at all. So if you're tuning in, let me refresh right here. 2 people still watching the stream. That's okay. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is just my thesis, getting my thoughts out, updating patrons with these live streams as well. A lot of projects we talk about on the Patreon has done extremely well. Like I said, I talked about Sport.fun earlier, which did pretty well also. To get access to that, guys, a private Discord, just go to my YouTube channel right here and check my bio. It's the first link in the bio. It's the first link in the bio right here. As you can see, join my Patreon. We have 44 members. It's only $5 a month to do so. And I'm telling you guys, I provide a ton of value. I really do my best to make sure everyone is successful and, tailor my content to support people in their journey. And with the Discord group, the private Discord, you have a community of like-minded individuals that are also that are also pursuing the same, type of success in the crypto space. So it's better to navigate the space with other people and being around that community as well. And I think we're gonna take this to the next level, guys. I think the crypto spaces community will win in the crypto space. So as always, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I truly appreciate all the support. Remember to always give praise and glory to the Lord God Jesus. Thank the Lord God. Thank God. Thank Jesus for everything, guys. I'll catch you in the next one.